back with the Apple Watch starts. Anyways, looking all good. Tonight we're back with another video. I will say it has been such a long time since I've filmed the video, but also done the editing, storytelling. I've recorded random bits and pieces, but I haven't been able to really do a proper video, and that's, I don't know, I have to do better. That's on me, obviously. I have to do better. Consistency is key, and I haven't been consistent whatsoever, but okay. Welcome to a week / 2 weeks of my life before starting work. I'm actually recording this after I've already started working, so I will get those updates out as well, but for now, this is what we are working with. To start off my week before working, or my week before corporate slavery, I had to treat myself. Gotta get some ice cream. Dude, I am a huge ice cream addict. All summer long, I just eat ice cream and ice cream and ice cream. But take a look at this. I'm being a babe back. I just came to my store. I got 3 different types of Conlike, and there's a nice little sunset that you guys... Oh, you can see it. But yeah, big back me. First off, that's a really nice sunset. But second off, I got 3 packs of Conlikes, dude. That's how you know how fat I am. I am ingesting that ice cream. I gotta say, I still have 2 packs of Conlike left. I got bored of it really quick. I really used to like it and / do like it, but I think I like it over a longer period of time rather than just having that same thing every day. Usually if this was Haagen-Dazs or some other traditional ice cream, not a ice cream sandwich type thing, I probably would have gotten through it a lot quicker. But I barely made a dent on this, and I've even gotten other ice cream in the meanwhile and finished that, like the Haagen-Dazs, for example. That's my go-to. That's my number one. Matcha green tea ice cream. Oh, so good. I recommend you guys try it from Haagen-Dazs. It's honestly heaven. But, oh well. Things happen, and lesson learned, I won't be getting 3 pairs of Conlike again. I did get it because it was on sale, but still, lesson learned. I don't think I'll get that much again in a single interval. But moving on to sales / freebies. I mean, I don't know, things are sort of better when they're free. Crumbl the other day had free chocolate chip cookies for, I don't know, was it National Chocolate Chip Cookie Day or something, or Cookie Day? I have no idea. But quick food taste test review of my Crumbl chocolate chip cookie. Play it. Review of the Crumbl cookie. I'm filming on the front camera, so the quality might be different, but here's the cookie. It's a chocolate chip. Let's test it. Oh, very crunchy. It's good. Now, right after that, again, I've been very bad with recording, but what I have done here instead now is I went on a trip to Washington, D.C. I'm from New Jersey. I went on a trip to Washington, D.C. to see my friends. I did not do a good job of recording that trip whatsoever. Again, I really need to pick it up. But filmed my first stop at a Tesla supercharger while I was juicing up the car. I'll play that for you guys real quick. I realized that I should probably be filming this, so here I am. I'm at a Tesla supercharger, waiting for the car to juice up a little bit. I'm heading down to DC to see a friend, spending the weekend there. So I'll record a bunch of that and I could put that up on the videos, but I have been forgetting about vlogging recently, so it's been a little bit of time, but I'm back. What else? Yeah, just overall, looking to DC, stopped here at Wawa, the Tesla supercharger, went into the bathroom. I was gonna look at getting something, but I didn't really like what they had, so I'm just gonna go down the road, probably to McDonald's or something. They have way better fries than Wawa does. Even though I like Wawa for the beverages, but I don't know, their food sometimes can lack, so that's what it is. It is what it is. For the record, I didn't need to charge, but I would have got there with 11%, but it's also if we do want to move around, then I do need some batteries, so I just wanted to juice it up a little. An issue I forgot to do is I put the charging station in too late, so it's preconditioning a lot later, and now the battery's not at the optimal temperature, so it's not charging at the fastest speeds. But oh well, rookie mistake. This is what happens when you try to think you can beat the system and then forget to put the charging stop in, but it's juicing up, not that big of a deal. Nice little break. All right, sweet. Before I went to leave for the trip, I knew like my right tire was like leaking. My driver's side rear tire was leaking a little bit, and I was like, forgot to fill it up before I left. I was like, okay, I'll do it sometime on the way. And I didn't realize until like way later, until like I actually like was on the road. I was like, oh, whatever. Since I'm planning on stopping to charge anyways, as you guys saw, I was like, let me just fill it up then. And that honestly turned into a whole fiasco, but that's okay. Take a quick look. Okay, it might be harder to hear me because now I'm closer to the highway, but I forgot to put air in before I started this trip, so I was like, okay, let me just like put it in while I'm on the trip itself. It's this right rear that has like a small leak. I have to fill it up every few weeks, but now I'm putting it in. I literally just got off the supercharger down over there, and I was here. The supercharger stuff honestly didn't take long. Oh, I should probably focus on lighting. The supercharger stop did not take long whatsoever. It's literally just like in and out. People worry about charging for no reason. Charging is so easy. So if you don't own an EV, go get an EV. It's really not that bad on a road trip. Okay, I'm taking the air out of this tire. This is not good. Hold on. Well, I got some bad news. The air compressor had a hole in it. Oh shoot. The air compressor had a hole in it. So when I was going to put air in, I actually ended up taking air out because it wasn't able to put anything in there. So now my right tire is even lower than it was before. So I gotta find a different station to put air in. Great. Oh well. Alright, I think there's something down the road. Let's go check it out. Alright. I'm 2 minutes down the road at a Royal Farms. Hopefully this works. And doesn't take more air out of my tire. That would be lovely. Alright, quick checkpoint. Hold on. All right, that's all filled up. Time to get back on the road. All right, stopped at McDonald's. Got some quick grub. Now I'm officially back on the road. All right, I'll see you. Tire pressure's all good again. Back on the road. Our ETA is that. I should probably block out that address though. Whoops. Once I got to DC, I didn't even go to my friend's place. Like I literally picked them up and we drove straight to a basketball court. We were hooping for 2 hours I think, right after a long road trip. Honestly, it wasn't that bad, but I was surprised how much energy I had. I thought I would be freezing cold, but DC weather was incredible at that time. And mind you, this is the middle towards / the end of November, so it was very surprising on the weather being as nice as it was. I was actually filming this clip that you guys see right here, but I also ran into a storage problem somewhere along the line. The total clip size of that entire video file size, instead of, I didn't do a time lapse, I did like a normal video and I sped it up. But the total entire like time size of that video, or the storage size of the recording for that was about 30 gigs or something. And I was like, what? Like when it said storage full, I was confused, and then it said 30 gigs. I was like, holy crap, why is it that long? So then like I cut out half of the video, chopped it off, and then I just speed run the video that you guys just saw on screen. But lesson learned, use time lapse rather than actually recording 2 hours worth of content. And honestly, no wonder that content was 30 gigs. It was 2 hours worth of us just balling around. But we went home the next day. We went to brunch with my friend and a couple of his friends as well. And if you guys aren't familiar with Tate, it's this very nice coffee cafe spot in DC with a lot of pastries, a lot of good stuff. I highly recommend you check it out. It looks like this. I honestly had such an amazing time. This is my second time eating at Tate, and I'm telling you, they never disappoint. We did sit outside to eat. I got this Greek yogurt with a bunch of berries, honey, granola. It was some of the best Greek yogurt I had. And there was also this bird on screen that you guys see just snipping at our food, dude. There was like a little army of birds all around us. It was actually really, really cool. And I was very, very impressed with the iPhone camera quality. I was like, wow, I didn't know that iPhones could film this good. Like, I've always seen clips online, but I've never actually seen it myself of like me taking that recording. I don't know, skill issue, right? But it actually came out so good, and I was like, whoa, this is some like really good quality content. But we're gonna fast forward the rest of the day. Later we played tennis. I didn't play tennis, so I low-key just sat on the sidelines. And maybe I should try and play and get better, but I don't know. I've never really played racket sports growing up. I played football and basketball with my friends, not on a team or anything. But yeah, I never really ran tennis like that, or just baseball, anything like with a bat. But so I just sat on the sidelines. But fast forwarding to the evening, we ended up going to a spelling bee. We were either going to go to the F1 arcade or the spelling bee. I voted for the spelling bee because I've been to the F1 arcade last year around this time, and it was fun. So don't get me wrong, but I don't know. I wanted to do something more social, and there was going to be people here, so I was like, okay, let's go here. This is what it looked like. It was actually a very interesting concept. Essentially, it was a spelling bee as normal, but then like you had to take a shot if you spelled the word wrong, and it was a really cool environment. I got to meet a lot of cool people. I actually met this super rich dude that you'll hear more about in just a second. But after the spelling bee was over, it was about like an hour and a half. We got there a little late, so maybe like in total 2 hours. But we headed out on a walk. Whoever left, but then the remaining people ended up on a walk, and it was a really, really nice area. DC is actually a fire area, I gotta say. It also kind of depends where you live in DC, because some areas, most areas, to be honest, I think are pretty bad. But if you're on like the Virginia side, which is where that spelling bee area was, like it's so nice over there, and it's very peaceful, very calm. I enjoyed that side of DC, but not DC the city itself. I like the main strip area, but I don't know. Not for everyone, right? Let's get back to this ADHD. I get distracted. But we were on this walk, and then we ran into this group of high schoolers, I think. I think I think it was a mix of high schoolers and college kids. But we we ended up running into these kids, and they were playing basketballs. And we're like, dude, we gotta go join them. We gotta go play them. So then me and my friends, we split off from like the main group of people who were like on the walk, and we went to play basketball, and they circled back around after they were done and just were waiting for us. But this time I was sure to use time lapse rather than using the normal recording, and for however long it was. So my storage didn't die, and it wasn't like a crazy insane file size, thank goodness, right? But after this, the plan was to go back, and we were gonna hit these rapids slash, it's called Great Falls. It's a beautiful spot in near DC. If you guys haven't seen it, I highly recommend you see it. So we're gonna go back and sleep at my friend's apartment, but then one of my friend's friends, his name is Alec, he was like, oh, we could just sleep over at my place. It's closer. It's like 10 minutes away from that, and we don't have to wake up so early in the morning to do that. So we're like, oh, we're totally down. And we were like, okay, we'll go over there and sleep. But I didn't know what I was walking into. As we were driving to the area, at this point, it was like maybe, I want to say 1:30 in the morning. I was like, whoa, like the houses here are getting like bigger and bigger. I'm like, this is a nice area. And then we start pulling into this guy's neighborhood. I'm like, whoa, these houses are massive. And I was like, where are we? What is going on? And I took this quick video of us heading in, and I was like, dude, this is like totally insane. I mean, you can't really tell much from this specific video, because like I know like it's hard to see at the camera and everything, and we're like freaking out. But I was just like so impressed. Quick diversion before I get back into the story is, we see that basketball hoop over there? we ended up playing on that until like 3 a.m. while it was like also like pouring rain in the middle. So it was pretty fun. But anyways, back to the quick story. See that basketball hoop over there? We were playing on that till like 3 in the morning, and then in the middle of it, it started to just like pour and rain all of a sudden. We were just playing through that too. It was so much fun, but it was also slippery, so like we couldn't really move much. Yeah, a lot of basketball on this trip. But anyways, after I'll stop raining. Like, luckily, I always carry a bag of clothes in my car. Actually, this duffel bag. It's up in my room right now, but usually that's sitting in my car, and I just leave it there as a case emergency, right? In case like I'm out and I need a change of clothes, and like has a bunch of toiletries and whatnot as well. It's called my go bag. That was so handy after getting sweaty and playing basketball and it raining and everything. So we went back inside to this mansion. This is the biggest house I've ever been in, right? I was able to shower, but my two friends who don't live at the house, right? There's four of us. So my two other friends, they didn't have any other supplies, so they just had to tough it out, I guess. Very unfortunate. I mean, I think I don't know if they showered. I think they might have showered, and then we just threw our clothes into like the laundry and the dryer, so it was good by the morning. And then they borrowed clothes. Yeah, that's what happened. But I had my own. I was good. Anyways, this was the biggest house I've ever seen, dude. Like, take a look at this. I was looking in the morning. I was like, damn, like, if this house is so nice, like, what is in this area? And this area is literally right around his house, right? And I was like, whoa, his house looks like nothing in comparison. So if you look at this first picture, on that top right area, that's like his house, the entrance to his house and everything. Look at the house right across from him. This is absolutely insane. I've never seen a house this big, and honestly, I don't even know what you do with this spot. Like, his house felt poor in comparison, and I was like, this is at least a $5 million house, or it feels like a $5 million house. And even like the house to the left, I was like, whoa, it's so crazy big and impressive. And this house was the house to his right. So as you see, like to the left, like that's the basketball hoop area and the driveway, and this was the house to the right of that. And look how massive that is. And I'm pretty sure they just built a golf course there. I don't think it's rendered in Google Images or whatever, or Apple Maps. But it looked like they just built a brand new golf course from where we were like looking and standing the other time. And I was like, where are we, dude? This is like the biggest thing I've ever seen. But come the morning, we went to Trader Joe's. Again, I didn't film any of this, silly me. Actually, I did film a quick clip of us recording and trying to dig through. So it was just me and this guy that you see. We were getting stuff together. Oh, never mind. We went to Trader Joe's in the morning. We went to Trader Joe's. We got a bunch of ingredients, and dude, trust me, this guy already had plenty of ingredients. Most of them were expired though, because this is the second house. This is their home for the summer, and they have a Miami house as well. And I was like, dude, these guys are crazy rich. His dad owns an accounting company, I believe. Crazy stuff. Anyways, we were making pancakes, a nice little brunch breakfast, French toast as well. It honestly came out very good. I again was very poor at recording and didn't record much of it. But after that, we went to Great Falls, and let me show you what it's like. It's so beautiful. This is what the original goal was. Again, I didn't record much. It was pretty garbage, but like in terms of recording, but the views were absolutely beautiful, and it was a very nice stroll and walk. The last time I came here, which was last year, was in the morning, and that was so good. And that was like the sunrise and sunset. It was just next level, dude. We were on our way back. At this point, this is Sunday. I went on a Friday, and I was gonna go back on Sunday. So we were on our way back and saw a quick McLaren over here. I know the recording isn't the best, but cool. Supercars, more supercars. And then I recorded a quick pit stop on my way back again. I just went to the bathroom in the Safeway, and that was one of the most disgusting smelling bathrooms I've ever been in. It smelled so bad. It smelled like crap and shat. Let's just say I'm not a fan. The weather here is cold, right? I don't know where I'm at. I'm like near Wilmington, DE, Delaware. Close to that at the moment. Currently supercharging, so I took a little break on my way back home. feel like I didn't really film much on this trip, but I guess I filmed the supercharging stops. I didn't film like one or two of them, but I think it was just one. But overall, these are the new V4 superchargers, so that's pretty cool. They look so much better than the other current ones, but I think I have another hour or hour 15 minutes till I get home, which isn't bad. The weather in this area is a lot colder than what it was like at DC. I blanked out for a second. The weather in DC was honestly beautiful. I was very surprised on how good it was. Like, I didn't need my jacket. The sweater was more than enough. We were never freezing, but yeah, overall let's keep on chugging home. Solo road trips are honestly not that fun. I thought there'd be more fun. Anyways, to keep pushing on with the week, I was gonna start work on Monday. So now this, I believe, fast forward to Thursday, I was like, okay, like me and my friends at Rutgers, we always used to play basketball in the mornings, right? And they still do. I just graduated, so I don't really go as much. But I was like, this is the last Thursday I'll be able to go. So I was like, let me go. And it was a really chilly morning. Watch this. It's currently the morning, 7:13 a.m. I'm on my way to Rutgers to play basketball with my friends for one last time before I start working, because, well, once I start working, I can't go play ball at 7 a.m. anymore. So, enjoying the last few moments before corporate slavery. Also, it is so cold outside. Like, look, there's ice here. All the windows are frosted and fogged up. If you look at, oh, you can't really see, but if you look at the rear window, that's also like frosted. It's slowly starting to peel off now, but it is a really cold morning. It says it's 33 degrees outside, but it feels even colder than that, to be honest. Actually, it doesn't feel colder than that. The weather in Jersey's been pretty good, but off to ball we go. Yeah, the angles aren't the prettiest, but oh well. Another thing on my agenda has been changing the tires on my car. The tires on my car were so bald. It was, and I mean so bald. It was really bad, right? I was like, okay, this is not gonna work. And I was just waiting to put new tires on. I don't know why I waited so long, but honestly, I had no issues. I even had a little fun with, like, when it was wet, I would like turn the wheel and like start skidding around a little bit. So it was pretty fun. But anyways, I was finally time to put some new tires on. So I went to the tire shop. It was like 30 minutes away from Rutgers, which is also like above me. So probably like 45 minutes from my house in total, which is a little far, but I got a really good deal for these. I believe I paid $360 in total. It was like $358 and change for 4 almost brand new tires. They weren't brand new, but they were in really good condition. So I was like, okay, let me get some of that. And I filmed that process of them installing it and whatnot. Take a quick look. So this is how bald the old tire was. There's like nothing left on this compared to that. It's a night and day difference. Anyways, after that, I was on my way home and this happened. Dude, as that was happening, I was 100% sure. I was so sure that I was going right into the front of that car. I was like gonna rip the entire front end off of that car. I was so sure. I don't know how we didn't collide. I actually don't know. I was so upset in the moment because I was like, dude, as you can see, it's 2 lanes here, 2 lanes here, and a solid double yellow line in the middle. Where that guy was trying to take a turn, there was no break in the double yellow line, and it was over 2 lanes. I don't know what this person was thinking, not looking at blind spots, just blindly going in. It was, I don't know. I was very upset with that lady, but man, it is what it is. I'm just thankful that we didn't crash, and that's really the takeaway. I was so upset in the moment, but like standing here looking back, I'm just glad nothing happened to either of us and that we're all okay. So good on that, I guess. But just to end it off, I guess this was and then in the night we went to a car show. I didn't really film much. Usually I would film more. We went with 2 of my other friends, but this time, like, the cars are kind of lame. Well, okay, Don't get me wrong, the cars were amazing, but relative to how the other car shows were, this was more tame, and I didn't feel like there was as much to film, so I was kind of just hanging out with my friends. But this really cool Porsche showed up. Like, take a look at this beauty. That's a really nice Porsche, dude. I was like, what? I didn't know they made them like that. They didn't. I was talking to, so it was a father and son, and they just finished installing like the light kit and everything before they came. So they installed it and they left the house and came to the show. But overall, it was a fun time, fun trip, or fun outing. Overall, it's pretty cool. I don't know. One day I would love to be able to do something like that with my family, wife, kid, whatever. Well, that's a quick summary of the final moments of my freedom before I started working for corporate. Oh no. I'm trying to get out of corporate as soon as I can, but that's going to take some time. I do need to build up some capital. Again, more on that later. Overall, I did really enjoy the last couple weeks that I did have. My goal was to make the most of it while I still could do things. And I believe I did. And I don't like to go like overdo it either, where to the point where I'm like, having fun and going crazy and then have withdrawals. So I think for me it was well and balanced. um, I do gotta get better at videos. I have more. I started to like do a better track of keeping an update of what I have to upload in the pipeline of things. So I have to stick to that. I do enjoy this format of storytelling better than just filming a raw video and putting it up there. Think it's more interactive, but that's for you guys also at the same time to really decide and see what you like better. Um, Also, I don't think most people on YouTube now do a storytelling vibe. Like I remember Jake Paul, he used to do this and it worked really well for him back in like their prime days. Um, I forget who else did it. I'm sure there were others, but Jake Paul I remember was probably one of the biggest storytellers on YouTube for a time. Right? He also had his format of just raw filming, but he also had exactly what this is doing right now, the storytelling. So I really like the style. It's fun, it's calm, and I like it. But overall, thanks for watching and catch you in the next one.